All right, y'all. Top of the morning. Um, it's a big week, man. Today, probably within a couple of hours, these guys are gonna do the official weigh-in for tomorrow's clash, and then it's on. This is the pay-per-view event. Um, this is gonna expose a lot, man. It's gonna expose a lot, and the reason why, if you pay attention to my platforms, I really haven't been pushing no lines on this for a particular reason. I got approved for credentials. I could have been out there this week for those activities. I chose not to attend for various reasons, right? Because one thing I know about my backyard over the years, I seen them come and go. I watched them come and go. I watched people come out of nowhere and have a social media presence, aka an influencer. I watched them come and go, right? I'm watching this now from a distance. Like I said, why should I attend if I'm not getting Mr. 10%, right? But I'm painting a picture for you, right? This is the pay-per-view card. Three of the guys, at least two of them, Ryan and Devin, have tested the pay-per-view market waters. Ryan's somewhat successful with Tank. The fight with him and Devin, Devin, same thing. But these are the narratives that are pushed on these guys, that these guys are the stars, they're this, they're that. This is their time right here. Time will reveal all. That's why you see my title says they will be exposed. It will be exposed, right? Because this is a pay-per-view card. I think yesterday's press conference was good as far as the antics and T.O.'s character, Bill, going at Derek and, things like that, right? But as far as the people that's covering the events, the media, I wanted to shout out to Combat, World Combat Sports did something on this. I want to say this. When YouTubers that have algorithm support or bots and audiences get access to cover an event, respectfully, and I say this respectfully, arrogantly, I say this with the source, their content is always trash. We watched it once again yesterday. All right? Shout out to World Combat Sports for playing the audio. The dude said, yo, my battery, all they know how to do is go live, right? They go live and they want you to see them in the room. They go live and they always want to turn off the camera because they want to go back to where they at in their green rooms and in their situations and make up a story, right? No, brother, you was there. No, sister, you was there. Get your motion popping. But see, what it is, and I'm speaking from experience, yesterday I did some content for a reason to show my children in the field, right? I really live this. I really do this. The powers that be, they are upset with me because they know I am self-sufficient. All right, bet. Yeah. Same way? Alright. That's what I mean. He about to send me some content. But yeah, 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Let me hit this clock real quick. All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm gonna break this down to y'all real quick, right? Try to real quick. So a lot of times, content creators that sit around that have fake fellowships and followships, right? When they actually do get access to work events or work the room, and you see their content, it don't even be up to par. And the reason is because they don't know what they're doing. One, two, they're outside their comfortability. It's easy to sit in front of a green screen, create a thumbnail, a P file, and make up shit, or just speak on shit on your opinion. But when you're actually hands-on at an event, and we seen this yesterday, we see this countless times. Like I said, I've been in the game so long, I know that basically damn near everybody. And the funny thing to me is how they always be saying, "Oh, you clout chase, you this." No, the people that be the clout chasers be the ones that you try to put in position. The people that are the clout chasers are the ones that can't work the event because they want to be important. I watched this dude's content yesterday. He was live. He Shushu Carrington brushed him. He was getting brushed because he didn't know how to work. He did not know how to work the event. He was getting brushed because he's on live and nobody's watching his live. It's hilarious, right? And that's why I tell you, all these niggas is just smoke and mirrors. I've been pointing this out for I don't know how long now. These guys will be in their rooms and hundreds of people will watch them in front of a green screen and in front of a Dell computer or whatever computers they have. Hundreds of people will watch them. But when they are at the actual events or they're in the mix, like I like to say now, you see how I always switch up my swords. Once I see dudes try to get on my lingo and not acknowledge me, I switch it up. When they're in the mix, they go live, they don't even have hundreds of people in their thing no more. And I say to myself, like, damn, aka jealous fan zone, why aren't they watching you now? If they're fans of this and you're here, but they'd rather watch you in your car or watch you in front of your green screen, like, nah, that don't make no sense. But that's why I said this Friday night is a big test, man. To see how these pay-per-view numbers do, man. And if they should do good, right? Because listen, in all due tell, right? You can't go watch the fight. I think they're only letting like 200 people in, right? It's gonna rain, right? So the pay-per-view numbers should be up. If people really watch boxing and support boxing, and the pay-per-view numbers definitely should be up because it's the Devin Haney era, right? I think Devin Haney might do something because the people don't like him. He's a villain now. He has to. They got to take that role. Run with that role, man. You're not well received. Nobody likes you. Let's run with that. And I think the brand killers helped you to get that. You should just embrace that role now. Embrace that role. That really might platform you and get you to where you're trying to get to. Embrace that role as the villain that nobody likes you. You was getting booed, your father. You got to embrace that now. All that, and I think maybe this is what you guys were shooting for, especially with the crash dummies and the brand killers, because that's what they really did. But at the end of the day, boos are just as good as cheers. If you know, you know, right? But some of y'all don't know. But yeah, embrace that now. Embrace that. You're not well received. You're not. So that's it. Instead of saying like, oh, the most hated and all that, nah, let's embrace, be the villain now. Be the villain. Because they booed you at the media workout. They booed you yesterday at the press conference. And this is the Mecca. Later for what these dudes talk about, listen, New York City is the media capital. Not YouTube boxing, not narrative pushing green screen crackheads, bums, unsuccessful, unemployed life coaches, unsuccessful, non-retired, no career status, YouTube boxing advisors. No. New York City is the Mecca for media. You were booed. You will boo. So you got to embrace that, man. Because those boos is just as good as cheers. Be the villain now. You're not well liked. Your father's not liked. You see what Oscar said? You got to run with that now. That is on you. You see what Oscar said? You're not a real promoter. Promote, right? They don't like you. The jig is up. All the YouTube shenanigans and you running the YouTube and saying Dev makes this and that. Look where that got you at. Now these guys are trying to expose you for being a scammer, a fraud, and all these things. So now embrace that. I'm not saying embrace being a scammer and a fraud, but embrace the villain. Don't stop saying that you're hated on, because they're really not hating on you. Because if they was hating on you, let's really talk. I'm talking to you now, Bill. Remember, because you said I was popping, so let me pop it right now. If they was really hating on you, you wouldn't be on this stage. When you're really being hated on, you're being blackballed. You're not given opportunities. You're on the stage right here. This is a grand stage. I should have used your thumbnail. So they're not hating on you. You have the opportunities. When you're being hated on, you're being blackballed. You don't get the opportunities. You're being shunned, hidden, pushed to the side. By all means, they're not hating on you. You have the stage. This is a grand stage for all of you guys. Ah, man. Shout out to Gumbo in the building. He said, I need to make some money. Murder. Yes, murder. 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 Yeah, hopefully the pay-per-view does well, man. If this pay-per-view don't do well, it's not going to be a good look for these guys, man. That's why, I was waiting to the end just to really drop my sauce. I was like, I'm not popping out. If I'm not being paid, I don't want to work the event. Because like I said, what I'm doing now with my content, my channel's monetized. And I know the boxing community, the Jealous Fan Zone community, they do not support boxing content. It's all smoke and mirrors. So why would I go gather boxing content to put it out for people to act like they don't watch what I'm doing, when I know when I do a video with my daughter, randomly going to Starbucks or finishing an Instacart order and getting her something, I do thousands of views, right? So that lets me know that my stuff is being watched. Right there. See, you're not dealing with a dummy, right? Just because I don't use proper etiquette English, or I got a crack tooth, doesn't mean that I'm not highly intelligent. Doesn't mean that I'm slow, right? I'm far from that. And some people might even say that I'm a genius, right? And I get that too, because to come from where I'm come from and to be able to operate certain things that I do and navigate through life, not go to jail, not be a statistic, and become many things professionally, says a lot, right? I could sit down with you and really, run through some catalogs with you, right? But back to the topic at hand. This Friday, tomorrow, is a big day. If these guys' numbers don't do nothing, kick rocks with the narrative that these guys are stars, that these guys are this, that, and the third, because they already showed us that they don't sell tickets. This is the Mecca, the media Mecca. They got them fighting outdoors. They're trying to do the smoke screen and say, oh, yeah, it's unprecedented. No, this nigga's wasting mad bread, shutting down the city, doing all these things, because they probably sold him that these guys could sell as far as the pay-per-view. If the pay-per-view doesn't sell, man, but hopefully it does, man, because like I said, man, these are great fights. All three, you see, look, I'm going to give these guys their respect. All three of the main event fights, what I just said, their main event fights, even though Ryan, quote unquote, is the headliner, so I gave him his flowers and used his picture for the thumbnail, but they all main event fights, all dangerous fights. I think the easiest of the fights is probably, because I think Jose Ramirez is a little wore out. So I think Devin has the easiest of the fight. Ryan second, and T.O. third. T.O. probably has the toughest fight. You see Tim Bradley going against him. I'm saying he's going to lose. And that was expected because Top Rank's not feeling him. He's one of these guys. Well, I'm not going to get into all that. But there are certain fighters that Top Rank doesn't like that they have on their roster. He's definitely one of them. But yeah, this is a dangerous fight for him with Barbosa's. I think Rolly has a puncher's chance, right? Because he can hit. He could actually hit. Like I said, Jose Ramirez, he's saying all the right things, but he's been through a lot of wars. If my man Gumbo's still in here, his tread on his tires is now 4 on 32 in the front and the back and all that. He's a little 2 to 32. He's been hiking in the miles. He doesn't really have it like that. That's Jose Ramirez I'm speaking on. So I think Dev, younger, stronger, I think could just walk through him, box through him, walk through him. He just got to be, accessible, have that phone to his ear, because he does throw a left hook too, Jose Ramirez. But I think Dev has the easiest out, easiest out. But Jose Ramirez is saying all the right things, right? And we got to see how Dev takes a punch. But I think he should be all right, man. I think he should be all right. Bill did his Bill, one of them got punch drunk Nate Jones and Shane Mosley this time. But hopefully, like I said, these guys do well. And the content creators, man, the jig is up with a lot of y'all. They give you guys access and your content is trash. Just stick to what you do. Green screen by your bots. And practice. See, I'm going to tell you, and people was laughing at me, right? Yeah, you can't get on the court with the stars, man. See, if y'all claim to ignore the shit that the source does, right? But this is what I do. I'm King Richard, right? Just because you see somebody that you don't respect or you like, and they in the mix, you think it's easy to be in the mix. It's not easy. Look at your favorite content creators. They was in the mix. They get put in the mix, and they can't even function in the rooms because they're not it. They're running around with their phone looking like police. You're looking like you're recording, but you don't want them to know you're recording because you're trying to look like you belong or you're cool. You look like you belong and you're cool. But that's not how it goes, man. Like I'm about to put my shoe video back out. Cause I shout out to the homie Shoe, man. Shout out to Bruce, man. I seen young Bruce just brush a nigga, man. I gotta play my content now with Bruce. You know what I mean? Shout out to Shoe. I seen a nigga that's supposed to be popping, right? Yo, Shoe just brushed them off, man. Shoe like brushed them off, man. I gotta play my content when I seen Shoe, and Shoe came right over to me. Man, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play the content with Coach Reen and Shoe, man. At the Stewart Hotel. Where he was like, the vibes. Him and Reen was like, the vibe. Because I seen the dude that they act like is more popping than me. And Shoe just walked right past him. See, I tell these niggas, nobody knows you niggas, man. You niggas are internet weirdos, man. You niggas are internet room raider weirdos, man. Y'all not popping like that, man. Y'all live in a fake world, man. Y'all live in a fake world, man. You buy views, you buy bots and subs and all of that shit, man. And then you go to events, nobody knows you. You can't work the event properly because you don't know what you're doing. It's sad, man. It's sad. But I love it though, because not only are you exposing who you are stamping and solidifying the things that I do, my daughters do, and my family does now, man. But yes, this fight needs to sell. So don't stream and steal the pay-per-view. I don't think it's that expensive. One thing about Turkey don't be It'll probably be like a couple dollars. This is a Friday night, man. Some of you niggas is gonna go buy drugs and all that shit. If you do what you do, man. Go get high and your bottles and all that. But if you sit online and you talk boxing, spend some of that bread on some of the boxing, man. A little $30, $40. It ain't much, man. Especially when you putting that into your habit. If you're a junkie, a flunky, you put that into your habit, man. But you claim boxing is one of your habits, so put that into boxing, man, so that these guys can do something. Because if these guys don't sell, man, the jig is up, man. The jig is up, man. You know, the jig is up. And Dev and Bill, man, embrace that role of being the villain. You gotta embrace that shit now. Niggas ain't fucking with y'all, man. They not fucking with y'all. Nobody likes y'all. It's up. You know, the brand killers killed your brand. All the lies and the Devin Haney era. You know, that got you in the loop. Now you just gotta embrace that. Be the villain. Be the villain, man. You know? You wanted Tank's spot. You wanted to be like highly accepted and all of that. Nah, just embrace being, you know, what you are, the villain. The unliked fighter. Cause right now you're unliked. Big time. They booed the hell out of you. They booed you. They booed you so bad. I felt bad for y'all, man. I was like, damn. Why they doing the homie like that, man? I was like, damn. Why they doing the homie like that, man? They was like, boo. yeah, they was like, boo. boo. Yeah, they was like, boo. Boo. Word. Yo. Dad wasn't used to that, man. Yeah, he had one of his biggest supporters in there. Yeah, you should have filmed that shit, nigga. They was like, boo. They be trying to run with that. Oh, man. He ain't the face of boxing, y'all. They not well received, man. Yeah, they was getting booed in the Mecca, man. Yeah, they was getting booed, man. Yeah, they was getting booed in the Mecca, man. Yeah, if you don't get that love in NY, yeah. Well, you know the saying, what's the saying they say about New Yorkers? You make it here, you can make it anywhere. They let that nigga know what it was, man. Yeah, they was in Manhattan, so they was like, boo. Boo! Yo, his man that he had up in there, R. Kelly should have got him and started singing. R. Kelly should have said, half on the baby. All I need is your body next to me. I'm sinning. Yeah, he should have got him and started singing. Maybe that would have took some of the attention off of Dad. Because Dad, they was like, boo! Yo, and I'm gonna tell you, big game, right? You know, this is the news by Shaw News. Y'all ain't gonna like what I say, but what I say is so valid, you can't ignore it. Y'all gonna be like, oh, that was all Ryan Garcia's peoples. Okay, where was Devin Haney's peoples at, man? Shit was open to the public, man. Not the entourage, people that Bill and them brought in. Where were the people that Mr. Devin Haney ever pulled up? Where were they? Where were the fans? It's open to the public. You know, my daughter wanted to go. We could have went. Where were those people like that? The Devin Haney people. They wasn't there. They wasn't there. You know why they wasn't there? Because all they do is sit on computers. All they do is stand in front of a laptop and want to argue on the internet. They wasn't there. See, motherfuckers don't like me because I'm there. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do when I shut this down, well, I'll do it. But they don't like when you do that. I'm gonna show my email where I was approved to cover things and be out there. But I declined the offer. Cause I'm about my coins now, man. I did all that pro bono work for years. I get paid now, man. I don't work events for free. I never did. Even when I was going to work events for free, I'm union. So when I was calling out of work, I was still getting paid. But I don't work boxing events for free no more, man. You got enough crash dummies and agents and sideline suckers that'll sell their ass and sell their soul to do it, and they can't do it. But I don't do that for free no more. I'm sorry. That's not my MO. Murder! I don't do it. Maybe when my kids get a little older, I'll work something out and I have them cover the events. But as far as me coming out, nah. So I can go there and motherfuckers can watch me work, right? Yo, look, they watch what I do and then try to copy, but then won't acknowledge me. Won't act like they don't know who I am or what I do or my stats in the game. Nah, I'm good, right? I'm straight. Shout out to World Combat Sports, great live last night. I gotta continue watching it today. But you was spot on. Yeah, these guys go and cover events, right? They're supposed to know everything and do everything. They don't even have the proper equipment. I'm about to start talking to them like the white man. Yeah, I'm professional. Good. I'm about to get on my white man talk, man, and get like my grandfather, man. Yeah, my grandfather, rest in peace, one of the greatest men. Yeah, I got mad when I said this about what's the name, and I was glad Bill got on his helmet yesterday, right? See, I don't got a set trip on niggas no more, because they getting set tripped on, right? The homie Bill was set tripping on him, right? But I told y'all many years ago about homeboy. I told y'all many years ago, and y'all didn't want to listen to me. Because y'all said I was hating, right? Y'all said I was hating, right? When I said that, I did the video, and he let my man, and I'm gonna always say that he's my man because I watched him grow up as a kid. I know his uncles and shit. Yeah, he let my man in there to be slaughtered. And me being who I am, I was upset about that. I was like, yo, this shit ain't right. I really fuck with you, so I'm letting you know. You about to get your ass whooped, homie. You fucking with this dude, he's not even preparing you properly. He is not preparing you properly. Word. And see, the field that I come from, right? And pretty soon I'm gonna have people underneath me working. That's the same way I'm gonna tell them, like, yo, if you don't prepare for the job properly, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're supposed to prepare for a job. Like right now, I gotta go take care of business. I'm preparing. I'm strategizing. I'm figuring it out. I'm going, watch what I'll do. I'm gonna go gas up, get the water in here. That's called preparation. I said that Derrick James did not prepare Earl Spence for the fight. Y'all was upset when I said he was incompetent, right? I'm getting on my white man talk now. This nigga's incompetent. We seeing the incompetent once again. Shout out to the homie Bill. I don't fuck with Bill, but Bill was spot on, right? Bill said, yo, are you watching him do the weight cut this time? See, yeah, Bill was just being nice. Bill should have been like, yo, this nigga's incompetent, right? How did that happen on your watch? Like right now, we got maps, we're doing shit. If a map doesn't get done, right, this is chain of command. They're gonna be like, yo, what was you doing today? Well, yo, why this thing get done? Why that thing get done? This is incompetence. That man is incompetent. I told y'all that years ago. But I was a hater, right? Because the narrative on me was, I was mad I couldn't go to gyms. I go to gyms every night, brother. The narrative was, oh, they don't fuck with me. I need something. I don't need nothing from nobody, nigga. I'm a taker. I take my shit, nigga. What you talking about, man? But look what happened though. Earl Spence got his ass whooped, right? He was underprepared, right? The incompetence caught up to him. The incompetence, man. But this man is incompetent. He's incompetent, man. But y'all was mad at me for pointing that out. You know, I'm a professional, man. Just like, shout out to WCS, great live, man. This nigga's in there with dead batteries. That's incompetence, man. Yeah, you gotta prepare, brother. But see, when you're not in the field and you don't work no events, you don't know what the fuck you doing. You don't know what the fuck you doing. Incompetence. These niggas is incompetent, man. But that's what happens when you just want to go live, right? See, want to be celebrities and fake influencers, right, with no motion, they always want to go live. They like to go live at an event. You get better content recording your content. Interacting. I might go live for 2 seconds. You know why I go live? I go live for 2 seconds at events sometimes. It's the front on everybody that be like, oh, you don't do no views. Nigga, I'm showing you the views I'm doing right now. I'm in the room, nigga. I go live in my suites, right? For like 2 seconds. I go live in the suite, right? I'm like, all right, that's enough, right? I go live, let my kids run around the rooms and all that. I'm like, all right, that's enough. They seen enough. They know where we're at. yeah, they know what we about to get to. That's enough. And then I go out there and get to work. I go out there and get to work, right? Like how I did when we was upstate New York. I said, fuck, I'm gonna get in my bag a little bit, right? I'm gonna get in my bag. I might throw that out. Today is Thursday, right? I should throw it out. My big brother Gumbo told me I was moving like a boss when I walked with Jihad out to the ring and all that shit, right? I was like, I could have went live, right? I could have went live, right? When I walked Jihad out to the ring, and was walking down to the ring, and my daughter was like, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. Yeah, I could have went live, right? But why? I'm on TV, right? I don't need to go live. Y'all niggas seen that shit, right? When Jihad came through the smoke and all that, and they was like, wait for your fighter. I recorded that a little bit, but I could have went live, right? But why go live, right? That's when you're supposed to document it. You don't go live for shit like that, right? But these guys don't know how to work events because they're not really in the mix. They sit around in front of computers, jealous fan zone niggas, man. But support this pay-per-view tomorrow, man. They about to weigh in right now. They weighing in right now. About 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock. The shit tonight gonna be the ceremonial weigh-in. They're gonna weigh in. And then start the rehydration process. Murder! You already know, Gumbo. We out here. It's murder. Bro, I gotta hit these men. Man, he got me on all the men. Y'all, you know what I'm having for breakfast this morning? Pumpkin seeds, y'all. Roasted pumpkin seeds. That's what I had me smacking on. Murder! Yeah, that was, I seen some of the nastiest work yesterday, though, man. I had to laugh, man. But niggas will show you who they are when the lights is bright. See, the lights was bright, man. When you be in that room, the lights is bright. The lights ain't bright in them niggas' rooms, man. That's why I told you them niggas don't be outside. They be in the dark, man. Yeah, they was on the stage yesterday and couldn't function, man. Yeah, they was on the stage, right? Your homie thought I forgot about him. Nah, homie. That's why I spicked the block on that nigga. That nigga had the audacity to tell me I was in the rafters. He thought I forgot about that. Yeah, he thought I forgot about that fish market move he tried to pull. Hey, nigga, you telling me I'm in the rafters, but you seen me. You seen how I carry it, nigga. You look, you seen me, my kids, the rest of my family. You was outside. I walked right in. Look, rafters to the floor, baby. I walked right in, right? I walked right in. Took my kids to the VIP. They went and got cookies and refreshments and all that. You watched all of that with jealousy in your eyes. You watched all that with jealousy in your eyes, man. You watched all of that because I got caught in traffic on the George Washington. Me and my man. So, we had a convoy of cars. I didn't get there with the convoy because I got caught in the traffic on the George Washington. But when I arrived, my name was on the marquees, man. So I just went right in and got with my team. And you was right there with the rest of the guys. And you always thought you was better than me, right? Well, I hear the whispers because people don't watch me, so you thought you was better than me. Not realizing who the hell I really was, what my title really was, who God had made me. So when you see me just walk in, you thought you was going to walk in too. No, it don't work that way, brother. It don't work that way. But you found out that day. You definitely found out that day. You found out that day. Rafters to the floor. Yeah. Rafters to the floor. See, this is undercover boss talk, right? An undercover boss knows how to work all the jobs, right? Yeah, you know how to work all the jobs. If you have a successful company, right? Learned that. I was watching that with my mother. My mom put me onto that. Yeah, my bad, y'all. That's what happened. Change your orders that quick, man. I gotta go. Look, I was damn nearby. I gotta go all the way back to the south end now, y'all. Change your orders that quick. I gotta go do an event. Like I was saying, right? As a boss, as a leader, right? You're not leading by. What good are you? What good are you, man? What good are you? Right? What good are you, man? I gotta go do this eviction, man. Damn. I got the eviction. All the way down there in Deer Park, man. And I was down by the water, man. I told you I'm Special Forces elite out here, man. Man. Yo, that's how that worked though, man. You heard? Murder! This was look, man. When they give access to these guys, and their content be trash, I just laugh, man. I'm glad WCS did that reaction, man. I said a couple things in the chat. That shit, man. Word. Like how dudes used to try to critique me and talk down on my work, man. Niggas that sit online all day always try to talk down on my work. Don't even have a catalog of work, man. You niggas is disgusting. You niggas is jealous fan zone, disgusting. You don't even have a catalog of content. Like, y'all niggas is jealous fan zone, disgusting. Right? Please get some work, man. Word, WCS said my line yesterday, man. He sparked something in me, right? Show me your work, man. I'm a boss, nigga. Yeah, if you want a job, right? When you want a job, right? Or you trying to sell yourself, or you trying to pitch an idea, you have to show your work, man. You gotta be like, see, these niggas can't show no work. They can be like, yo, I did this amount of views. I did that amount. Man, that ain't no motherfucking work. I told y'all that game already. Yeah, I could buy views on all my videos, man. You could buy all that shit, man. Show your work, man. Show me you work in a fight. Show me you work in a fight, man. Not going live, getting brushed off, right? Motherfuckers walking past you, or you watching other people work, doing media scrum interviews and all that. That's not, yeah, look, show me your work, man. I think that shit's on the left-hand side. That's my 50s old crib. That's my 50s old crib, the crib that, I gotta say alleged, that they said 50 burnt down. One of his baby mom's cribs over here in Dix Hills. I'm gonna just make sure, but I think I know where that's at, man. You know me, I know all the roads now, man. But just look it up. I think that's like 2 blocks over from there. Yo, these guys shit's trash, man. But how they did the big home? Well, they don't really fuck with him like that, man. That's why he didn't get approved. That's crazy, man. All those subs and all those views, he couldn't get approved. They don't even respect what he does anymore. Ah, man, that shit is crazy, yo. They don't even respect what he does no more, man. Yeah, they don't even respect what the homie does, man. That nigga been lying. The homie been lying for so long, right? They watch everything on the internet.
Toward Deer Park Road, then turn left onto Deer Park Road.
They watch everything on the internet, man. Yeah, when the homie was saying he was gonna change boxing, yeah, remember that? He was like, yo. He said he was gonna change boxing. Yeah, y'all remember that though, man? When that fella said, yo, I'm gonna change boxing. Me and my partners, yeah, they remembered all of that shit, man. Yeah, he didn't change boxing, fam. He ain't do nothing. Yeah, they had him in the rafters because of that shit, man. I think he got a credential yesterday. He might have, I don't know. But I put the content out for him. Yo, you know, they watch my shit. Let them lie to you. They watch my shit. When I pointed that shit out, how his man didn't take care of him, they had to clean it up, man. Yeah, they had to clean that up. Cause I pointed that shit out. I was like, yo, this nigga didn't even have a credential. I'm telling you, they done with a lot of you guys that sit on YouTube and push false narratives and lies. Y'all not gonna get approved, man. Because they know your audience is like, that's why Devin got booed, right? Because that's your audience. Your audience don't show up nowhere. You sit online and argue pointless points. Pointless points. Y'all argue pointless points. But y'all not going out. That shit is open to the public. None of y'all came. None of the so-called Devin Haney supporters came. That's why he got booed. If he had people that was in there that fuck with him like they do online, he would have never got booed. But Ryan Garcia had people in there that fucked with him and they booed them. They told Bill, shut the fuck up, all this shit. Like, where was y'all peoples at, man? Now, Bill will get on here and spin it. and pop it like he said about me. Yeah, you gotta pop it now, Bill. But you gotta just accept that role. Accept that role of being a villain, not like that's what's gonna keep y'all relevant. And then if y'all keep winning and y'all win some big marquee fights, eventually you'll become a hero. But right now, your shit is raggedy, homie. They don't like y'all, man. The jig is up. Y'all been lying too much, man. You and the Crash Dummy content creators that y'all had run your plays, y'all been lying, man. Damn, it's mad traffic over here, man. Mad traffic. Yeah, the good thing about Gumbo, you still on here? Yeah, the good thing about when you in traffic, well, not for Gumbo, cause Gumbo be on he gotta get them deliveries there and shit. But for me, I'm on the clock, right? Once you hit that clock and you in traffic, it don't matter. Now, had I been coming in and getting in this shit, oh, this is a pain in the ass, man. You'd be like, man, I'm gonna have to call out. Oh, look at that dead possum. God damn, that shit is, I know that shit stink. On the side of the road right there. Yeah, if these guys don't do no numbers, oh man. I'm seeing right now how much the pay-per-view costs, man. Y'all better buy this pay-per-view, man. Fatal. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this, right? I think it's 2 pay-per-views this week, cause the Monsters fight's not pay-per-view on Sunday, right? And in Vegas, that's not a pay-per-view fight. They might not do well, man. Canelo's pay-per-view might do better, but it shouldn't. It shouldn't, cause I think this one is the cheaper one. This is the Friday night one is the cheaper one. Let's see how much it costs right now. While I'm here in this traffic. Yeah, $40. That ain't bad. 40, y'all. $40 ain't bad, y'all. Now, I'm gonna go with that, man. Canelo don't need that money. If it's between the two, support Ryan, Devin, and Tio, and them call. It's $40. Oh, look, check this out. Nah, you know what? They running the deal, right? $90 can get you both of them, man. A lot of you fiends, y'all gonna spend that, man. Look, the Garcia Canelo pay-per-view bundle was $90. What's the name's is 30. Yo, buy that, man. That's not a bad deal, man. $90 for 2 pay-per-views. Yo, the PBC shits be one for that, man. That's not a bad deal, man. Support that, man. $90. That'll get you both of the pay-per-views, man.
600 feet. Continue straight to stay on Deer Park Road.
Now you can't make an excuse, man. Now it's no excuses, man.
Continue straight to stay on Deer Park Road.
It's no excuses. Smash the like button, man. It's a couple of y'all up in here, man. How is my content looking now? Oh my God, man. What is this about? Hello. Good morning. All right. Oh. Yeah. I'm on live right now. Say good morning to me. Nah. I'm talking about jump on my live. Jump on it. Yeah. Nah. Come on, man. Come on. Me too. Me too. Me too. Nah, man. Me too. I'm broke too. Alright. I'll see what's going on in a second. Alright. Yeah, man. You see, I can't let y'all be pertinent to the my boxing conversations no more, man. Y'all can't be pertinent to these conversations no more, man. But $90, man. Spend that, man. Spend that, man. Like I said, a lot of y'all spend that on your habits with no motion. I should be making this right up here. Smash the like button. Alright. Let's make this right here. See, yeah, look, I know the roads, man. I ain't even need the GPS. I know it. Didn't I say it was about 50 cribs? The crib that 50 burnt down. Yo, you know a lot of the hip hop artists, they live out here. Salt and Pepper, LL Cool J.
Turn left onto Sandra Drive.
Yeah. They all live out here, man. Yeah, they rebuilt this house though that got burnt down. This shit is a castle.
Take the next left onto Sandra Drive.
Yeah. It's special sound. I told you it was right here. That's why when I knew that, I heard the name.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Deer Park Road.
I heard the name of the road. I was like, yo, that's right there. See, yeah, the people over here got crazy bread. Like, when you drive in a normal car, you can't really see their property because the driveways be so tucked back. But when you in trucks or equipment, loaders and sweepers, man, you be like, God damn, they got some shit back there. Like the crib that alleged, I gotta keep saying alleged, that 50 burnt down, yo, that shit, you can't even see it, but you see it in this truck or this equipment or this loader.
Take next right onto Deer Park Road.
Because the driveway go all the way around. This should be the block right here.
Continue for 1.5 miles.
Now that ain't the block. 1.5 miles. I know it's somewhere over here. Top of the morning, y'all. Top of the tippy. You know the vibes. $90 though, man. Buy both of those pay-per-views, man. That's not a lot of money, man. That's a 2-for-1, too. That's a 2-for-1. Smash the like button, man. Get the likes up. $90 for these 2 pay-per-views ain't bad. You know, hit the like button, share the content. We just talking Fighter Fury. You know, but we really talking about how these guys, their work isn't adequate, man. Their work is not up to par, man. They got to get their shit together, man. Especially when you talk about people that have a catalog, a work history, of getting it done. When you actually get it done, and these guys they're not even on your level. They're not even on your level. They're not even on your level, man. But yet they want to act like because they have bots, fake followers, and subs that they can even compete with you. That they can even compete with you, man. Yeah, I'm gonna show you where the halal guys. Yeah, the halal guys, they smart, right? They live over here too. They own one of the halal guy stores in Nassau, right? This is why they be so rich. This is why certain people be having money. Yeah, they all live in this big ass house together.
In a quarter mile, turn right on Tab Hollow Road.
I'm gonna show you their cribs. I gotta get water. I gotta get water over here. Yeah, I remember when I was on the hot box. I used to be on the hot box.
At the light, turn right on Tab Hollow Road.
Yeah, and we did a job. Yeah, we did a job over here by their crib. I'm gonna show you their crib. That's how I knew where this road was at. Yeah, we did a job by their crib, right?
In 1,000 feet, turn right on Hard Place.
Yeah. Yeah, we did a job by their crib. I'm gonna show you their crib. We did a job by their crib. Yeah, my man, he was like, yo, he was like, yo,
take the next right on the Hard Place.
I own the halal spot. He gave me and my worker, he gave me a card, right? That nigga was like, yo, you can come here and get whatever.
In 1,000 feet,
right?
you'll arrive at your destination.
Yeah, they crib is crazy. He was like, yo, you can come here and get whatever. I'm gonna show you their crib. I'm about to get the water right here. Yeah, they got a full basketball court. Yeah, they got a playground in their backyard. They got a legit playground. Right? Where's the eviction at? Hold on. They called, yo, man, they gotta stop this. They called me over here for this right here. Alright, that's it right there. I'm gonna turn around right now. Yeah, they literally called me over here. I'm gonna show you they crib is right there. They called me over here. See, it says you have arrived. Yo, I'm gonna show you this shit, man. They gotta stop this shit, man. Yeah, they called me all the way over here, bro. They could have swept that shit up, man. They could have had a hand crew. These guys are spoiled nowadays, man. When I was a driver, yeah, we would have had to sweep that shit, man. Yeah, we would have swept that shit, man. I'm over here in this machine. Yo, this machine gonna do that shit with one. Not even a full pass, man. Not even a full pass, man. I'm gonna show you this shit, man. Now I gotta go all the way back on the north side. I'm way behind schedule now, man. Way behind schedule. I want y'all to see this shit, man. Yeah, they could have swept this shit with a broom, man. Yeah, they really could have swept this shit with a broom, bro. I got a full map to do, man. I drove too far. You know what? I'll get the water. I'm gonna show y'all. I want y'all to see it. See that right there? Look. They could have swept that with a broom. Look. See this right here? Y'all see that right there? That ain't even. I'm gonna get that with one pass. Wow. One pass. That's it. They could have got this with a broom. Now mind you, I got a whole area to do. They called me over here for that. Look. One pass, y'all. That's all it's gonna take. And I'm gonna tighten it up. And then I'm gonna show y'all the Halal Bro's house. The Halal Bro house is right across the street. Then I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna get some water at that hydrant right here. I was gonna get the water right now, but I was like, fuck it. It ain't even that dusty, see? See how I got most of it up already? That's why I said fuck getting the water. I didn't even need to get the water. Now if it was a crazy big job, I would have got the water. But look, see, that's why I didn't get the water. Right? See how I got that up already? Yeah, look, they could have swept this up with a broom, with a hand broom, man. It wasn't nothing crazy. That's why I got it real quick. See, it wasn't nothing crazy. And this is the Halal Bro house right here. Look. I want to see if my work is still there. Hey, little guy. This is their crib right here. See this crib right here? That's the Halal Bro crib right there. That's the job I did for them. That's the Halal Bro crib, y'all. You know, you do have options. Now I'm gonna hit one more pass. One more pass. Motion. We outside with it. Motion. Now they can mark off that ticket. That ticket is done. Man, y'all was all the way down by the water. I was by Mill Dam, man. I gotta go all the way back down by the water now, man. Crazy, man. They called me all the way up here for that, man. All the way up here, man. When they said it was an eviction, I'm thinking it's mad shit out there. Cause you know when it's an eviction, everything that's in that house, you know what that means? Yo, this is an area over here. They probably was squatting in that crib. Somebody was squatting. You know, you can squat in some of these homes for a long time and be a fraud. That's what they was probably doing over there. Because you see in the houses, these are $1 million Dix Hill home. So they probably, somebody was over there squatting. Yeah, see, he left. He knew I tightened it up already. He left. He left. I'm just finishing tightening it out. You know me, I like to have my jobs looking, you know, different, man. I don't like to leave no prints on the crime scene. Yeah, that's the sauce for y'all right there, y'all. Sauce experience. Fuck with me, DJ. Now I'm gonna get this water, y'all. And then I'm gonna end the live. Fuck with me, DJ. Yeah, I gotta find my other glove, man. Yo, homie. Joe Genie, what's up, man? What's going on? Hold on, I can't hear you. Let me get away from the machine first. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Hold on. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Hold on. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. You gotta wait there, brother. Now what happened? That's good, man. That's good. That's good. Yes, good. There you go. everyday activities. And yo, look, you gotta have the movement. Look. Yo, movement is medicine. Movement is medicine. See, when you sit in these machines, you better be able to move, man. You better be able to move. Movement is medicine. You better be able to move, man. If you're gonna be sitting in these machines, be able to move. But this is the source, y'all. Source experience. We gotta do better with them lights, man. But I get it though, man. The everyday motion activities is too much, man. But $90, man. Invest that 90, man. You're gonna spend money. You're gonna spend money. Look, somebody just hit me up right now. I was just on the phone. After I got off the phone with Joe Dini. I was on the phone with Joe Dini. Somebody called me while I was on the phone with him. What? I said 90. They asked me for $125. So that's $35 more. $35 more than what the asking price is for this pay-per-view. I think I'm gonna get it though. I definitely did it. The only thing is with me, Canelo Alvarez one is going to come into my Instacart motion. You know, I back on my Insta on the weekends. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. Guys doing the Bitter Docs. But yo, y'all be safe. Throwback Thursday, I'm going to drop some content in a little bit. But man, start holding your favorite YouTube Jealous Fan Zone boxing content creator accountable, man. Like if they popping out to cover events, I get it though. A lot of them's not really popping, man. They not. They like the people who support something, but you don't see them there supporting it. That's what it is, man. We seen that this fight week, man. Devin Haney was booed. Now if Devin Haney, the people that support him or claim to support him were actually popping out, he wouldn't have got booed, man. He wouldn't have got booed, man. But hey, what do I know, man? This is the Source Experience. Look, how is the content looking now? Yeah, then.